Hello everybody, Mandrelin here with a quick guide for the Elder Kiln. For this quest, you'll need 75 magic, 60 agility, and 41 mining. You will need to fight multiple monsters with levels ranging from 91 to 160, so you will need to bring along some armor and weapons, and also potions and food if you're a lower level. You'll also need to bring along a pickaxe. If the pickaxe is on your tool belt, you'll need to bring along a melee weapon to use against a certain enemy. If you're doing it this way, but don't want melee to be your main method of combat, you can bring gear to switch back and forth. Otherwise, just bring a pickaxe separately in your inventory. To begin the quest, you'll need to head to Tazar City. You can get here either by going north from the Karamja Lodestone and then heading east, or you can use an Amulet of Glory and then head west for Musa Point. Once you arrive, head northeast to the birthing pool and talk to Tazar Mezje. Accept the quest and go through the dialogue and you'll come to a minigame. All you need to do is keep the gauge between the two arrows. The percentage for the egg will go up once it's in between the arrows. You won't need any runes, but there are spells you'll need to cast to do this. You'll need to use water spells to decrease the temperature and fire spells to increase it. Use bolt spells to increase or decrease it by a small amount, blast spells for a medium amount, and wave spells for a large amount. One of the mages will occasionally cast a fire spell of their own to heat it up, so keep an eye on what they're saying so you don't accidentally cast a fire spell at the same time and heat it up too much. A good strategy to use is to use firebolt till it's just above the top arrow and then let it slowly fall down in between. Once the egg hatches, select the second dialogue option, and then the first again. Now you need to head west to the main plaza and talk to Tazar Mejak. There's a fight coming up, so make sure you're prepared for that. There's a bank to the west of the plaza if you need it. If you don't think you need to fill up on food, keep one inventory space open. You'll need it for later. When talking to Mejak, select the first option, and then the first option again for a fight. Your goal here is to protect Gaalje, so you'll need to prioritize the enemies that are attacking him. I'm a high level here, so I didn't need to use protection curses, but if you're a lower level, focus on Otis Champ first and use protect magic. Then you can focus on the western Tazar Zil with protect range. Aside from that, keep attacking all the enemies that are focusing on Gaalje until they're all defeated. Once that's done, you'll watch a short cutscene, and then you'll need to fight Tazar Ket Yatal. Use Protect Melee and keep fighting him until he's defeated. You can also use the pillar right in the center as a safe spot. Keep in mind that he can drain your prayer points as he attacks you. Once he's defeated, talk to one of the mages here. Make sure you have one free inventory space. When speaking, select the first option, the second option, and then the third option. Once you receive the tokel, you'll need to head east towards the kiln. At this point, you'll need to bring along your pickaxe, so make sure you either have it in your inventory or on your tool belt with a melee weapon. You can also stock up on potions and food at the western bank chest. Once you reach the cave, select the second option to enter. Click to jump across the chasm and select the first option. You'll only need to use your pickaxe or melee weapon when fighting the Taktiz Ketdil. Turn off protection prayers when fighting him to lower the rate that he uses a hard-hitting attack. Keep using your pickaxe or melee weapon until you see the animation of his shell breaking. Once the shell breaks, you can turn back on your protection prayers and use your weapon of choice. Once you defeated all of the enemies, click to investigate the skeleton to the north. Make sure you have one inventory spot open. Select the first option to grab the book and then head into the next room. After the dialogue, pick up the tokel on the ground and then kill all of the monsters in the room. If you're having trouble, you can use Protect Magic against the Ketzek. head north to the next room once you're done. There will be another kettle in this room, so use the same strategy as before and make sure you're fighting with your pickaxe or melee weapon. Once they're defeated, go north and click on the left scale. You'll see a variety of 7 symbols that'll be different for every player. You may want to either write these down or take a picture of it. Now click on the journal in your inventory and select the second option to read the note. You'll need to match the symbols on the scales to the ones in the journal. You'll need to add or subtract the numbers to reach your final answer. Once you do that, click to place the total and enter in your answer. If it's wrong, you'll take some damage and need to try again. Now move over to the right scale and do the same thing. Take note of the scale symbols like you did before and find the numbers that match them. You may have a symbol that does not appear on the note. If this happens, you'll need to continue the pattern yourself to find the correct number. An easy way to do this is to find the number that matches the second symbol and then add 12 to it. After figuring that out, do the math and enter in your answer. There is a known bug that sometimes happens with players. If your answer isn't working but you know it's correct, just add 2 to it and it should work out. When you finish with both scales, the gate will open, so go ahead and head on through. Keep clicking to jump across the chasms and prepare to fight another kettle. Head on to the next room once he's defeated. Kill all of the monsters in this room as well. You can use Protect Melee against the Yid Mejkat. After clearing the room, head north towards the cave. You're going to have to kill waves of monsters next, so select the first option when you're ready. There are 7 waves of monsters you'll need to go through. If at any point you die or leave the cave, your progress will be reset. The T-shaped barrier in the northwestern part of the map is a good area to safe spot. Here is a list of enemies that you can expect throughout each wave. There are 5 types of enemies you'll encounter. One is the Takhar Her, who uses melee, the Takhar Ket, who also uses melee, the Takhar Jil, who uses range, the Takhar Mej, who uses magic and melee if at close range, and the Takhar Ket champion at the end who uses melee and can also drain prayer points periodically. A good strategy to do is to first pray magic and kill all of the Mej, then switch to pray range and kill all of the Jil, and then switch to pray melee and finish off what's left. After clearing all of the waves, talk to Takhar Hak and select the second option, the 5th option, and the 1st option. Watch the cutscene and then start backtracking into the caves through all of the rooms again. Do not teleport out or you'll be forced to come back here. You'll have to go through the caves manually. Monsters will occasionally spawn as you go through the cave, but you can simply outrun them and keep going. Once you make it out of the cave, head back towards the main plaza and talk to one of the Mejes there. When speaking with them, select the first option 3 times. Watch the cutscene play out. Once that's over, that is quest complete. For finishing this quest, you'll be rewarded with 2 quest points, a combat lamp for 100,000 XP, 50,000 magic experience and 30,000 agility experience, a Tokulzo ring that gives a 10% damage boost against lava creatures and obsidian creatures, and finally access to the Fight Kiln. The ring is great to use in the Fight Kiln because of its damage boost to all the monsters there. It can also be used to teleport to any area in Tazar City. The Fight Kiln is where you can get the Takar Cape, which is what makes this quest extremely useful. Alright everybody, that's it for my Elder Kiln quest guide. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you later. Bye!